Okay, so this is a perfect example. This is your starting and your stopping point. Barcelo, Puerto Vallarta. That is where the bus picks you up to take you back to Puerto Vallarta. On the other side is basically where the bus drops you off to go to Puerto Vallarta or to go to Mismaloya. So this is your starting and your stopping point for Mismaloya, and that bus is actually headed back for Puerto Vallarta right now. Remember, the bus only costs 10 pesos. Okay, so it's probably been maybe about a 5-minute walk or so, but I took it a little slow. We're about to hit the beach right here. I'm just trying to give you all some good shots of what it's like to be here. Bienvenidos al Mismaloya, Playa Mismaloya. I mean, I don't think it gets any clearer than that right there. This shot. Beautiful. There's a few other people out here already, but as you can see, not too many. They won't get popping until everywhere else until like 11 or so. 11-ish. This is Mismaloya or Boca de Tomaplan. I don't know why I keep calling it Mismaloya. So they've got some construction that they're doing. Ah, está bien. Gracias. But yeah, I assume that they're doing all this construction because of the hurricane, or maybe they're just expanding. I'm sure there was some damage, and so they're using the damage that was done to go ahead and get some stuff done. But this is Boca de Tomaplan right here. And as you can see, so you've got two sides to it. So you've got this side, which is more the hotel side. And that is kind of private beach access. And as you can see, they do have it roped off to where the water goes. So you can't really go hang out too much over there. But if you go to this side right over here, it's usually honestly not this messy. Like I said, they're doing construction right now, as you can tell. But they're probably going to put another bridge, because right here sometimes it was really hard to cross to get to this side. But as you can see on this side over here, they've got the entrance for where the boats come in, and go into the water. And then they've got plenty of restaurants, plenty of seating that you can go hang out in. Gonna give you all a shot of that right there just because of how beautiful it looks. A little water right now. All right. Yeah, not too hard to get through that. It was maybe a foot or two. I went up to my ankle. And they've got the chairs literally right on the beach. Tables, those are restaurants. Over here at the inn, keep walking towards the inn. So you can see he's out there paddle boarding already. Over here towards the end is more, I guess, a relaxation activity zone. So they've got, literally you can get a massage right there on the beach on the second floor. And there's not just one, but two, a third. That's where you rent paddle boards over there. I think that's a fourth massage place, a fifth massage place. You can get your manicure, your pedicure out here, all very reasonably cost. Super cool place to be at. Just beautiful. Yeah, this is a little bit of Mismaloya. Oh, I'm sorry, Boca de Tomatlan. I don't know why I keep saying Mismaloya. I'm gonna get y'all confused. Okay, so there's the paddleboard area. As you can see, they're doing construction. All of this walkway used to be just like that, basically, just dirt. They've got another, I think this is another, yeah, another massage place right here, coffee lounge, where you can come and just have some tea and stuff. So it used to be basically just all a little dirt zone. And now they've done a really good job where they put this barrier. There was no barrier before, and now they put a barrier. They're also adding the walkway, as you can see. It used to just all be caliche the whole way, where you couldn't really go that far. And so now it's opened up. But this is where they filmed the movie back in the day. I think it was called La Iguana with Liz Taylor. Like I said, if I'm correct. And I'm just gonna take y'all down the walking path. But they've done a really good job on this because, like I said, it just all used to be dirt like that. Like you would just walk along boulders kind of and dirt, and there was no retainer wall. So some people, like my mom, for instance, was a little apprehensive about doing it. Which is reasonable, and I think this makes it easier as well for people with disabilities or people that are elderly to come and see the I guess what they call the historic point here. So you can see over there in the background already the iguana. And I'll kind of stop, and so that middle pole right there, well, not middle, but that pole right there with the iguana on it, it was apparently built for the actual film. So, and that's a cool part about being able to come out here, walk around here. It's just a little good exercise. But then once you get to certain points, it's like you've also just got a great view of the beach over there. So it's only been, this is maybe like a 7-minute walk or so. So it's not like you're going too far in or anything crazy or anything. ¿Qué te pasa? Woo! Perdón. ¿Qué te pasa? Mezcala, compa. Woo woo! They're thrilled to have people here too. They love having visitors. Yeah, and look, I mean, they're doing a really good job. I'm not just saying that because they're right behind me, but I mean, look, and they're getting it done in a very, very fast manner. But this is, so check out the view right here. This is why you want to walk over here, and this is why they're doing it. The photos, the view, the vibe. Just incredible. So we'll go a little further up. We're almost to the end of the trail anyway. It won't take us more than another, maybe a minute or two. Buenos días. But look, so the viewpoints, like I said, the further you go, the better the viewpoints get. So now you're really getting the idea of what the beach looks like. I'm gonna zoom in again, a little bit more. And there's the beach over there. There's where all the massages were. There's your calm beaches. That's really what you're coming for. And as you can see, they're still constructing, so it's not completed yet. Maybe when you come, they'll be done. I'm just trying to get to the point to show you all the Liz. So there's the statue right there. And that apparently was built for the movie back in the day. So you can see they're constructing still. So this is a very recent video. I'm not sure when it's expected to be completed, but I would expect by tourist season, so probably about March is what I think. March, April, May. But there we go, there's another shop for you. And yeah, that's just basically the trail of Playa Mismaloya. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do your thing. Okay, so we're back, Playa Mismaloya. As you can see, they're setting up the chairs already, getting ready for the activities for the day. So this is what makes Playa Mismaloya, in my opinion, a little bit better. It's smaller. I mean, look at how small the beach access is. And then on that side, like I said, they're doing construction right there. But on that side over there is a hotel, and that's kind of a private beach area. So you're limited to how many people you can have, which in my opinion makes it better. You're not getting the full crowds that you do when you're over there in Puerto Vallarta and Playa Camarones, for example, or in the romantic zone. Playas over in that area. As you can see, so on your left, right behind the beach, you've got plenty of options for food. Massage, another place for massage. I think they've got 2 or 3 more down there, and it's all very reasonable price, 30 minutes to an hour massages. And then they also offer manicures, pedicures. Basically anything that you can get in Puerto Vallarta, minimally, you can get on the beach right here. So all the food, all the drinks, everything like that, you can get in this beautiful surrounding, no more than a couple meters from the beach. If you want to rent a kayak, so they've got all the options for you. You can rent a kayak if you're scared, you don't want to go by yourself. They'll have somebody go with you. Same thing for the paddle boards. If you want to rent a paddle board, they've got the paddle board options. You can go ahead and rent paddle boards from them. If you don't know how to paddle board, they've got paddle board lessons. They'll teach you how to paddle board. No big deal. Here's another massage place right here. This one I've personally been to. It's actually fantastic. I'm going to give you all a look at the sign so that y'all see the actual prices of what's... Okay, so these are the prices. So as you can see, they're very reasonable. But then you just walk right upstairs, and right above us is the massage tables right there, and you can get a massage basically overlooking the beach. So we're gonna walk a little forward, and this is our walking trail. So there was apparently a movie back in the 70s or 80s. I believe Elizabeth Taylor was like the main star, but I've never seen the movie. And it had another gentleman, I think that was a Mexican actor. But like I said, I've never seen the movie. I don't know too much history about it. But that's what made Mismaloya kind of famous in the first place, was that movie back in the day. They shot it right here at this beach. And so everybody just saw how beautiful it was and started coming out to Mismaloya. Now, this is the way the whole path used to be the whole way, just all dirt. So now, as you can see, they've begun construction. So I come here probably about once or twice a year. So this construction must be very recent, because I was here no later than probably March of this year. So about 6-7 months ago. And it was all caliche, but as you can see, they're building a path. So it makes it very more accessible for the elderly, more accessible for maybe the disabled, more accessible for people who want to come out on their bikes and stuff like that. And you'll be able to go ahead and get that. I'm just gonna go back for a second and just look at that view that you're getting to as you walk. So you just have a fantastic view, and you're getting your morning exercise or your evening exercise, your afternoon, well, whatever. You're getting your exercise too along the beautiful coastline of this beautiful beach. Look at what a good job they do of keeping it pristine. You don't really see any trash along the way. The beach is clean. You don't see any trash floating in the water over there. The beach was calm over there. And so we're getting towards the end. Now the end, you can kind of see it from here. There's a big pole. It's going to be the middle pole. There's 4 poles that you can see, but it's going to be the one that's directly in the middle of the camera. That one, the iguana. I'm going to try to walk to it right now. But I believe, if I remember, or if they told me correctly, that pole was basically built for the movie. That's where one of the big kisses happened or something like that in the movie right over there. Okay, you've got this nice trail. Buenos días.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Hopefully maybe when y'all come out here, this will be done, because it looks like they're getting construction done pretty fast. So hopefully maybe when you visit, you can show me the video of the updated version. But yeah, it used to be all like this basically the whole way, just a dirt path, nothing too fancy. You could still walk it pretty easy, but yeah, definitely putting a concrete path is going to make it more accessible for a lot more people and a lot less scary. Yeah, they never even had that wall by the rock, so it was just kind of like you were walking along the edge. But I mean, to me, I don't really mind that stuff. Just kind of a part of life, I guess. But yeah, so as you can see there, they're doing a very fast job, a very good job of construction too. So here's a view looking back right quick. Gracias.
Saludos.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
So as you can see, everybody's very friendly. Don't really mind that you're out here in the construction zone, which is kind of cool. But so right there, that's the basically the iguana that apparently it was called like La Iguana, or I don't know the title of the movie, but that's apparently where it was shot right there. So here's kind of a bigger view of your scenery around here. As you can see, they're constructing to make it better. But this is your view from when you get to the end of the walking path at Playa Mismaloya. I definitely recommend taking the, it says it was only about a 7-minute walk out here, so I definitely recommend, if you've got 7 to 10 minutes, doing it. Okay, so this is why I was saying I like to get here kind of early, because especially on holidays, the good seats fill up faster. So you definitely want to make sure that you get here a little bit early, just to make sure that you get a good table access right here. But they also put out now a bunch of the signs and pricing for the massages. So I'm just going to show y'all some of that, which I'll see what they got going on. But yeah, for like a 1-hour massage, so 550 pesos is roughly about $25–30. And they do all of those full body therapeutic manicures, pedicures. Hola. And they're all along the beach, like, so most of them are going to be the same price. But I'll show y'all each one so that y'all know. This is Paradise Massage. There's their prices. There's their phone number. If y'all want that info, just pause the video at any time. Put a little further down over here. And you can see the waves have gotten a little bit rougher, but not terrible. So here's Mayfair Spa. There's their cell phone number. And most of these, if not all of them, are going to be on WhatsApp. And there's their prices right there. And then you've got the paddle board, the surfboard, and basically Mismaloya, Playa Mismaloya. But that's the massage packages that they have going on. And then as you can see, the massage is happening in like the little bungalow on like a second little story lookout. So at least you get a good view from there.